Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. We're back today to show you guys the new Trackman TPS 10 features and software updates. So there's actually a lot going on. Now, first off, I appreciate everyone that watched the Trackman headquarters visit video that I did. That was just so enjoyable. I appreciate all the comments and feedback and everything along those lines. But there was a lot that we didn't talk about or show for TPS 10, along with additional updates that came out even for hardware. So I want to go over the list really quick. Then what we're going to do is we're going to dive in and show you guys some of the different things inside the software, give you some examples. I'm not going to dive into Virtual Golf 3 just yet. We will do some on-course play very soon, so stay tuned for that. This is going to be the overview and review of TPS 10 and all of these different features. Now, when we talk specifically about things outside of Virtual Golf 3, what you're going to see is you're going to see a new dedicated coach login. This is nice. This is actually going to allow coaches to change their login roles, switching between a coach and a player. It means that a coach's player library is now cloud synced and will follow the coach from bay to bay or facility to facility, crucial for multiple users that can now be part of the same shot analysis session without closing and opening first. Now, this is pretty cool. Imagine you're a coach and you're in a big facility. There's a bunch of Trackman bays. You can just go and sign in really easily. Let's say you're a coach that goes to someone's house that has Trackman. You can do the same thing. It's really cool that they allow you to do that now. Automatic bay offset for Trackman IO. Now, I don't think we talked about this in that Trackman headquarters visit, but basically when you move that ball, it will adjust the target line. Now, it can seem a little bit sensitive, if you want to call it that, especially for someone like me that generally hits from the middle. I don't need any offset. I'm not using a huge wide space. I think I'm going to suggest to them to be able to toggle that off. That way you don't have any movement if you don't want it. All right. Now, there is actually more data coming for Trackman 4. This was kind of almost like hidden. A lot of people didn't notice this. I've talked to a few Trackman 4 users, but this is cool. So listen to this. New data tiles being added. Say hello to low point height, low point side, swing radius, and D-plane tilt. I think that might call for a whole separate video on its own where we take our Trackman 4, grab a PGA coach, and have them go over those data tile points and what they're useful for as far as like coaching, fitting, things along those lines. So very cool to see, yet they still unlock more features out of the wildly popular Trackman 4, portable radar unit. Now you can convert a guest player. I think this is nice. So basically after a guest completes a virtual golf round or shot analysis, it will be prompted to say, hey, you're a guest player. Would you like to scan this QR code or create a login? And that way now your stuff is stored in the cloud. If you're going to be visiting a Trackman range or someone with a facility, create a login, download the Trackman Golf app. All of that data is now in there. So it's just a benefit of using Trackman systems. My bag on shot analysis. Logged in players who have My Bag created in the app will see their professional bag on shot analysis. I should say personal bag, not professional, sorry. Players that are either not logged in or haven't created My Bag will see all clubs. So you can have that, custom player set, club set inside of My Bag as long as you have that login. Now there are new games I'm going to show you guys. There is Party Putt. I know a lot of people asked for more Putt-Putt games, so we're going to show you that. That's pretty cool. And then Cannonball. That's another fun game. And then the other thing they allowed is for a putting mode on all of the other games. So if it's a putting specific game, you can only putt. But on the other games, now you don't have to hit full shots. You could also just use a putter. So it allows, maybe some of the little guys that just want to use putter right now, they could actually play all of the games, not just the putt-putt games. So I thought that was really cool. But let's go ahead and dive right in. I think the first thing that you guys are going to notice is a little bit of a polished user interface. And I'll even take my camera down just as I show you guys a few things. So you'll just notice some kind of cool enhanced graphics, versus before. Obviously the Virtual Golf 3 background there. Now I will point out right away, notice that online play is no longer in beta. So they've rolled this out in beta long enough. They're comfortable with it. Online play is a full version now, and it's easy to use. So if I go to online play and I go to add player, for instance, I can invite online, sign in, or add guest. Now, if I were to invite someone online, I actually have a friend, that's a buddy of mine that lives in up north Michigan. He has a Trackman facility up there. We're friends on the app. and if he's online, I can invite him. So there's various ways you can do it. It's pretty easy. Basically, you're going to select the course that you want to play. Once you do that, set up your game settings, have your player start the game. You guys are playing online. It's simple to use. Now, let's go ahead and go into a user interface setting really quick to show you guys something that I don't know if I've shown in the past. If you go in the lower right and go to settings, you actually have an entertainment or a practice focus user interface. Now, at the same time, if you go through here and set all of your game and practice and course settings, that will be the default setting you get every time you start practice or a round of golf. All right, so something just to understand, like for instance, under game, if I don't want mulligans on or my putting type or my gimme distance, I can have that all set every time, so I don't have to go in and actually change it every single time I'm going in. But let's talk about the home screen really quick. Let's say if I go to practice focus. I want you to notice how this user interface is actually going to change. It kind of does a little reboot of TPS, and then you'll see now it's different. I don't have the courses on there. I have range, shot analysis, performance center, target practice, on-course practice, and test center. I mean, this is all practice-focused applications. At any point in time, I can always hit the all button, and that's going to show every single selection in TPS all the way down to look at events and everything, my Trackman. And then as far as switching back, it's as easy as just going back to entertainment and then flipping back. I mean, I'm a guy that's a little more entertainment focused. I'm on the courses a lot. I'm playing games, whether it be with kids or friends and stuff. So I like the entertainment focus, and I can always just simply just go to all, and I have everything. All right. So I want to show you guys the games. That is something a lot of people ask for all the time, and now you'll notice this new Putt-Putt game. All right, so let's go ahead and just start there. It's called Party Putt. Let's go ahead and just hit continue because we can always just exit out. That's where you'd add players, any type of game settings and things along those lines. So that's going to load really quick. I will tell you that, even though I'm not showing virtual golf right now, the loading times overall in TPS 10 are faster. The course loading is faster, especially after you load a course. It's almost instantaneous. But let's go ahead and turn my camera on. There we go. So I want you guys to be able to see what's going on here. But yeah, the loading times are just much faster inside the software from what I noticed. But let's just go ahead and hit a putt really quick so you can see what this looks like. I mean, it's exactly what it is. It's putt-putt, right? Go ahead and hit one down there. Goal is obviously to make a hole-in-one if you can. Oh, we lipped it out. And you can see that went just a tad left of my target when I hit that. And then now it's going to give me a pair. So this will be a lot of fun, I mean, for anyone, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. Anytime there's games and entertainment, I feel like you're just maximizing your golf simulator. So we can exit out of here. You guys kind of get the idea of it. I like that there's tons of holes. It's not just a few. Now, if we go back, go back to games, and then go to Cannonball. That's the new game there. We'll just select 3 rounds to start, and then hit start, and then that's going to load. And then now, like I said, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys the difference between you doing a full shot and putting now in every game. So this is a full shot game. It's going to give you a nice little intro here on what it is and who's up and everything. But notice now in the upper left, all right, you will see where it says iron. Well, if I select that, now it's in putting mode. Putts will gain a 10-degree angle of attack. All right, so it's actually going to, I should say launch angle. But all I have to do now is just putt, and it's gonna fire like I hit a chip shot or a little punch iron, whatever it may be. So obviously you would adjust and get used to that launch angle for your putting. But when you have, little guys, whatever it may be, and that's what you want to do, like let's just go ahead and see if we can aim with putter over here. Look at that, works just fine. So what a great addition to maximize all the games without having to use you know, a full swing to do that. You know, I love that they're, you know, adding that capability because, I mean, entertainment is big. It's really big, and it doesn't matter if it's a commercial facility or a home facility. But that kind of is a really good brief overview of TPS 10 and all of the different features that it's adding. And then obviously Virtual Golf 3 being a huge one, and I'm going to show you guys on-course play coming up soon, so stay tuned. There'll be a lot more coming soon.